Hello, my name is Ben, and it is currently Friday, April the 18th, 2025. If you've stumbled across this video somehow, just know that this video and all the ones following are being made first and foremost for myself. I want to take full advantage of this digital age that we're living in and leave behind a footprint of sorts that hopefully, any future family I have can look back, learn from, and enjoy. It's basically a diary of sorts, if you will. But that being said, I've always loved the idea of making content, and videography has always been something I'm passionate about. So I also want to use this as an opportunity to develop those passions. The goal with these videos is to make one video a week for the next year. So 52 videos, easy as that. Just documenting my life, the lessons that I've learned, the things that I go through, and just make a diary. This is just a video diary, really. With that being said, these weeks are gonna go by your standard Monday to Sunday schedule. Since it's currently Friday, this one's gonna be a bit short, just a bit more of an intro video. So with those out of the way, with our hellos and disclaimers out of the way, let's get into a bit of an intro here to lay some groundwork. Like I said, my name is Ben. I'm currently 23 years old, and I'm just your average white dude. Really, the only interesting thing about me is I'm currently living in Australia. Kind of fun. I graduated from the University of Arkansas last May, and then a couple months later in August, moved here on a work and holiday visa. I've been here for about 8 months now, and my time is soon coming to a close. To give just a really quick summary of what I've done here, I'm gonna make a full video about it once I get closer to when I'm actually leaving. But just a quick summary for this intro. I spent the first 6 months of my time in Brisbane working as a tennis coach. It was fun. And, I made a couple friends. I'm not gonna say I made a lot of friends. I'm not gonna say I did a lot of exciting stuff, but I made a couple good friends, and it was a good time. I really did enjoy my time there. But my lease was ending up. I really didn't like my job. That's one thing. I hated my job, and my lease was ending, so I said, hey, let's go do something new. So I moved to Newcastle, Australia, which is where I am now, which is about 2 hours north of Sydney, about a town or city of 200,000-ish people, maybe 250, not huge, but I thought it'd be fun for the last couple months. I don't know, I don't have a job. I've been here for like 1 to 2 months. I don't have a job. I don't have friends. And to be honest, I haven't done a whole lot. Pretty much all that I've done is gone to the gym, which has been nice. To be fair, it has been nice to just not worry about anything else and finally take control of my health. In college, I gained, decent amount of weight, not a bunch, but a decent amount. And I just really wasn't happy with myself and the way that I looked. So it has been nice this past couple months. I've really been able to dial in, eat well, go to the gym, do my cardio, and I've lost 15 pounds and I'm feeling great again. I feel like I got a lot of confidence back. And so that's been nice. However, that being said, it has been devastatingly lonely. I don't talk to anyone, which isn't fun. It's just not fun. It doesn't matter how good you feel about yourself. If you're just not talking to anyone, it sucks. It fucking sucks. So I'm ready to get home. But that's about covers what I wanted to talk about right now, which is just what I've been up to for the past 6 months here, just quick synopsis and what I'm up to right now. Speaking of what I'm up to right now, the last thing I want to touch is I'm currently working on a pickleball tournament. It's called the Diamond State Social. I know, very fun. From Arkansas, the Diamond State. As me and my buddy Stefan, we decided to undertake this because it'd be something that, doesn't take a whole lot of startup capital. It's got good profit potential, and it only lasts for a weekend. So it's something that we can really try and get experience in the business world and just kind of challenge ourselves to see, if we can pull it off. and what it takes to pull something off like this. So that's what we've been working on. So if you hear me say Diamond Day Social pickleball tournament, that's what I'm talking about. And you all, or this series, this diary, get to follow my experience in doing that, taking something from an idea to a fully fledged event. And that's gonna be in, I think, like 4 or 5 months. It's August 3rd. And it's April, June, July, or May, June, July. 4 months till the pickleball tournament. So I'm looking forward to it, and it's been a lot of fun to work on so far. Other than that, there's really nothing else that I want to cover in this intro video. I've done enough yapping, 7 minutes long. So if you're watching this, thank you for joining me. And, let's have some fun, why don't we? Peace. Howdy, partners. As you can see from that beautiful B-roll, it is in fact the next day. And what are we doing today? We are going to Royal National Park, which is in Sydney, just north of Sydney. It's got some really cool trails, beaches, and just shit to see. And I want to go there before I leave Australia. And today is a beautiful day. So we are going to eat my breakfast, pack up the backpack, and hit the road. So I will see you all when we get to the car. Ooh, holy shit. I made it to Royal National Park. I'm in the parking lot, about to start this hike that is supposed to be like one of the most beautiful hikes and sceneries at the end in the Sydney area. So I'm looking forward to this, but my God, this is supposed to be like a 2.5 hour drive. It has easily taken 3 hours for me to get here, with just one small stop to get a snack at a gas station. That's it. No other stop. Just fucking traffic, red light, traffic. Like, oh my God. And to make it feel even longer, I decided, why don't I just try and raw dog this whole thing? So, no music, no podcast, just raw dogging it. Which was actually kind of nice. I got to think about the pickleball tournament and just kind of, be with my own thoughts for a little bit, because I always seem to just have like content going into my brain. So it was nice to just kind of like chill out and just be in my own thoughts, you could say. But enough yapping. I'm gonna get started on this hike because it's already a little bit later. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. And I'll check in here and there along the way, depending on if there's people around or not, because I don't like talking to a camera with a bunch of people around you can be a little bit odd sometimes, or whipping out a fucking tripod and setting it up can be a little bit unnerving to people. Not unnerving, just I'm not completely free of not caring about others' opinions. I still am a slave to them at times and can just not do things because of what people may think, or just like setting up a tripod and recording myself when other people are around, just because they may be like, the fuck is that guy doing? That's weird. Why should I care? I'm just doing what I want, right? It's that easy. But then once you actually gotta whip it out and set it up and everything, then it's like, I don't know. But anywho, let's get started. All right, I'm getting out of here. Peace. Found the start of the trail. Let's get it started, baby. Whew. Not 5 minutes in, absolutely insane scenes. What? This is crazy. And we still got 2 hours to go on this. I know I just keep saying oh, so cool, but oh, so sick. $12 to get into this. That's a damn good deal. I'd take that deal. Jesus Christ. We just keep moving along. It just keeps getting better and better.
definitely looks like an eagle. I'll give him that. That is an eagle right there. I mean, if that doesn't make you feel patriotic, I don't know. I don't know what will. That's absolutely sick. What the fuck? Alright, made it to the end of the trail that I wanted to go to, which is to see the Eagle Rock. And then there's also a waterfall here that I think allegedly is like the only waterfall that goes straight into the ocean. I don't know. That kind of sounds like cap to me, but I guess I'll take him at its word. I may have to fact check myself on that, but I'm gonna see if there's an area I can like kind of see. It's like tiny. There's not a lot of water coming out of it today. I can kind of see it from where I'm at, but I'm gonna try and get a better angle of that just for documentation purposes. I mean, if what I say is true, if what they claim is true, this could be big. You know, like the modern day Lewis and Clark, Michelangelo. I don't even know if that dude explored, but it sounded like he did. It's got a dope ass name. Anyway, I'm just gonna start walking back, see if I can get a little shot of this waterfall, and then we'll hike on back to the car. You know, I'd say successful trip. Not too hot, not like that many people out here. Pretty nice. I'd recommend, if you're ever in the Sydney area, Royal National Park, do the Wadamolla to Eagle Rock trail, something like that. I don't know, that's just what I looked up, and it said it was dope, and can confirm it was pretty dope. But on that note, I will be checking out and going to get a shot of this waterfall. So peace. Made it back to the car. Oh my god, it's hot. I'm sweating and I'm tired. But we have a new goal. New side quest is to locate the best fish and chips in Sydney. I don't know where they are. I don't know who makes them, but I'm gonna do some little research on the Reddit and probably Yelp and, you know, compile, do some cross-referencing to figure that out. And then we're gonna get the best fish and chips in Sydney and give them a shot, because I don't have any more food to cook back at the apartment. I'm hungry and I don't need another reason. So, you know, I don't need another reason to enjoy a nice high-calorie meal every once in a while. You know, it's okay. It's okay, Ben. You're gonna survive. But yeah, so that's the goal. And so yeah, I'll let you know, or I'll check back in once I figured out where I'm gonna go. So it's all gone. I annihilated the fish and chips, I'm not gonna lie. I got them and just destroyed them. I was planning on like driving to a lookout and eating it with a nice view because, you know, when in Rome, but they didn't survive long enough for that. So we're just gonna go back home now. I think that's the plan. So, peace. Made it back to the apartment, feeling good. I almost fell asleep a couple times there on the road, but we were able to pull it together and make it back after putting on some nice tunes. What was I gonna, oh yeah, today's kind of turned into a cheat day for me. I mean, I was already over my deficit, my 2,000 calories with the fish and chips, but then I also decided that wasn't enough. Let me go ahead and smoke a whole bag of Sour Patch Kids layered. Let me tell you what, those things are deadly. All right, they are delicious. If you haven't had them yet and you like Sour Patch Kids, give those a shot, because like, woo, those are good. But yeah, smacked a whole bag of that. So we're already sitting at like 2,800 calories for the day, which is not ideal if we're being honest with ourselves. But, you know, that's just how it goes. Now I'm gonna fill up my water bottle, go get my lift in for the day. I was gonna make it a rest day, but I got here and I was had a little bit more energy. I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's go lift. I need to earn it. If I'm gonna have a cheat day with my food, I may as well earn it a little bit and work out. So gonna go lift, probably. I don't know what I'm gonna do after. I'm gonna be hungry, might get a little snack, because we're already having a cheat day. We may as well go all out, right? Fuck it. So we'll check back in after the workout. It's arms day, so hit some triceps, biceps, and then forearms will be the rotation for today. Hopefully get a nice pump going, and yeah, that's about it. So I will see y'all after the workout, once I get off this couch. Hello, future Ben here. Just got finished editing up all the clips for the first video. Thank you for watching. I did not check in after the gym. That didn't happen, but it was a good pump. I do remember that it was a pretty good pump, and I enjoyed the workout, if anyone was interested. The repercussions of that cheat day have still been hitting me. I gained, from that morning to the morning after was a 3-pound swing in the direction you don't want to move in. But that's okay. That's just part of it. You know, you can't be a fucking robot all the time. And you gotta enjoy yourself a little bit, you know? Go to Sydney, get the fish and chips, enjoy the time, get the fucking Sour Patch Kids, because you worked hard. And you put yourself in a position where it's okay if you go off the rails a little bit, because you know in your mind that you can just, you know, you're a magic train. You just hop right back on the tracks and just keep chugging along, baby. But yeah, I just wanted to make a little outro video for this and just say, if you watched, I hope you enjoyed the first video, intro video. I'm looking forward to the next one. Should be fun. Yeah, I think that about covers it. So 1 out of 52 down. Here we go, baby.